So first and foremost, people, to the reviewers, listeners, lovers, supporters out there, happy February, happy Friday. I mean, we missed a day. It is February 2nd, but nonetheless, man, we're still very early into the month, man. It's good to get an early start on things. It always feels good to get the drop on the month. Does that make any sense? I'm not sure, but hopefully somebody out there made it make sense, because I think at this point y'all know how I can veer off course and sound crazy at times, or majority of the time, whichever you choose. But here we are, people. February 2nd, 2024, Black History Month. Fresh into Black History Month, man. And while I do agree with what Morgan Freeman said about, he's like, you're going to relegate my history to just 1 month. That's what he said to that guy in that 60 Minutes interview, man. And it wasn't until I saw Morgan Freeman's interview, I was like, that makes all the sense in the world, because I've always felt like, you know, as a black man, I feel like that, we tend to go all out during the month of February, and that's fine. But I feel like, after February, when the new month kicks in, when the first of that new month kicks in, it seems like we just forgot all about the history that we were posting and reposting, and everybody put the dashikis back in the attic and shit. Like, I feel like everybody kind of just forgets about it after the fact, and I don't like that, man. I feel like this is the type of energy we should have all year round, every day, every week, every month, whatever the case may be. But I'm not going to be the Debbie Downer here, so I'm going to say happy Black History Month to everybody. I actually feel way more confident saying, happy Black History Month to everybody than Stacey Dash did at that awards ceremony. Because I don't know what the fuck drug she was on, but it was that, I don't know how many people even remember that, but it was a moment in history, man, where Stacey Dash made the comments about black folks and all this other shit. And then it was at some award show, and she's just like, "And happy Black History Month," and she kind of had this Dion from Clueless moment, and it was an awkward silence. I don't know if it was a skit. I don't know if it was, if I don't know what was going on, but it was just so cringeworthy when she said it after she made the remarks that she did. But Stacey Dash, maybe she was going through an identity crisis or something like that. I'm not just going to cast her out completely, but she need to get her shit together. But nonetheless, I say happy Black History Month to everybody. There were a few choices that I wanted to do to start off Black History Month, but I felt like this was proper, man, because there's a movie that just recently celebrated, I want to say like its 20th or 23rd anniversary, roughly in the 20s, as far as how many years ago it came out. But it celebrated its 20 somethingth anniversary. And that movie is You Got Served. And I'm going to be completely honest about that movie real quick. I won't talk too much about it and stray away from our main event here. But You Got Served was a movie that when it came out, you couldn't tell me two things. You couldn't tell me that I wasn't about to get the majority of the clothes that these characters were wearing. These actors were wearing in this movie, because it's a very stylish film. And you couldn't tell me I didn't know all the dance moves, move for move, man. Now I don't know if maybe in my eyes I knew how to dance that good, but it's not until you get older and your knees are a little different you realize you are not Omarion, you are not Jay Boog. Thank God you are not Marcus Houston, because I think his girlfriend's like 6 years old or some shit at this point, or she might be 7. I'm not sure. I don't want to spread any misinformation here, and I don't want to piss anybody off and fuck around and get canceled. I'm just saying, You Got Served. It was a groundbreaking film for the 2000s, man. But there is a film, people. There's a little film that came out once upon a time in 1984 that I feel like it crawled so that movies like You Got Served, movies like Stomp the Yard, even movies like Step Up to a certain extent, or maybe even Save the Last Dance. This movie in 1984 crawled so those other movies could walk, or run for that matter. You Got Served was definitely highly influenced by this movie that we're about to get into, people. And the movie I'm talking about, obviously, y'all know what y'all here for. Y'all know what we about to get into. I'm actually excited for it. This is one that I've been wanting to do since I started the podcast, man. And I know I say that a lot. I'm not saying this lightly here. This is a movie that I was late to the party with, but shout out to M. Wright for putting me on to this movie, man. And I remember him saying, like, this is real hip hop, this is real art, this is real dance, this is real this is real that. And I was so young, man. He had this on VHS at his house, and I kind of was just writing it off. But this became like one of my favorite movies of all time, people. And obviously, we're talking about Beach Street, 1984. This was directed by Stan Lathan. Now, really quickly, to compliment this director, this producer, this writer, especially during Black History Month, man. This guy, I had no idea that this man's resume stretches like, do y'all remember the Ninja Scroll that Chris Farley just unraveled? And I don't know if he wet it up or burned it by mistake, whatever happened in Beverly Hills Ninja. But it's Ninja Scroll worthy, his resume. This guy, man, he's got, episodes of, like, I'm looking at it now, episodes of Sanford and Son under his belt, Sesame Street. What else does he got here? The Waltons and Eight is Enough, Flamingo Road, Fame, and Cagney and Lacey. Like I said, he did Beat Street in 1984. He's got episodes of Miami Vice and The Red Fox Show. The list goes on, man. Hill Street Blues. Jesus, man, 2 episodes of Martin. He's did 62 episodes of Rock, which is one of the most underappreciated black TV shows of all time, man. That show had a really good run. The Jeff Foxworthy Show, the Rosie O'Donnell Show. He did 6 episodes of Moesha. Did Dave Chappelle Killing Him Softly, episodes of the Bernie Mac Show. All of Us, Dave Chappelle for What It's Worth. He did Cedric the Entertainer's TV special. He's got Def Comedy Jam, Def Poetry Jam. Safe to say, he directed Soul Men also. I gotta be honest with y'all, I've never seen it. Recipe shout out to the late great Bernie Mac. Oh no, that says The Soul Man. I'm sorry, there I go making up shit. But he's done TV specials for so many people. He's got so many TV credits to his name. He directed the Martin reunion in 2022. He directed Dave Chappelle The Dreamer, which I have to finish watching. But this motherfucker, like, he was the man for the job long before he was the man for the job, if you get what I'm saying. This man's credibility is absolutely insane. And I do want to shout out the writers here, Stephen Hager, Andrew Davis, and David Gilbert. But Stan Lathan, man, this guy's got such an impressive resume, and I was even happier that he was the guy, the fact that he was behind all of these like culturally influenced works, whether it was TV, whether it was stand-up, whether it was film. It was only right that he has this to his name, man. If he did this movie after he did all those TV shows and all those specials, my opinion on it would not change, man. I think that a lot of the times, in order to get the black experience on screen right, you have to have somebody who experienced the black experience. I don't know if I just broke the 6th wall or something, but I feel like, I don't, let me just save it. Let me save it to help the rating at the end. Let me save it to help the commentary as we go along. We got Guy Davis here. We got John, I'm about to say his name wrong, John Charday, or is it Chardiet? He plays Ramon, and Ramon's one of my favorite characters in any movie, so no disrespect to that actor. You got Ray Dawn Chong in here, and thank God, just my luck in this movie, Ray Dawn Chong does not turn into a gargoyle that sheds like 7 skins like she did in Tales from the Dark Side. Her fucking character, when she transforms, is still like, it's nightmare fuel for me. Can't forget about my man Robert Taylor, who plays Lee. Lee is a big character in this movie. Mary Alice, who I want to say, did she play the Oracle? When they recasted the Oracle, I feel like she was the Oracle in The Matrix Revolutions. I think that 3rd one was. And she also was in movies like A Perfect World. She's in a lot of black cinema and just just all types of films in general. And I feel like people don't really give her the credit she deserves. Tanya Pinkins is in here, and it almost slipped my mind, because Tanya Pinkins, this was an early role for her, at least I believe so, because she played Dwayne Martin's mom in Above the Rim. So it's good to see her in here, man. But yeah, people, we are about to get into it, man. This is it's not too long of a movie, and it's crazy because I pride myself on not really doing commentaries for musicals. Musicals tend to get very overwhelming for me, but this, while it is hip hop oriented and R&B oriented and pop in some scenes, and it's scattered with different genres, the core of it, I believe, is hip hop. In my heart and soul, I believe that. But it does play out like a musical, man. There are a lot of musical numbers in here, and I can't promise y'all that I will not be singing along. Y'all know how this goes, man. Even if it's a song that drops while a scene is happening, a song that drops in the background, y'all know I'll be singing in here sometimes, people. But this, my bad, people. I kind of just burped, but not really. It was a whole bunch of different things going on at once. But I promise y'all, I'm okay. This is It is streaming on Tubi, people, so we're going to try our best to get rid of those ads here and there. I just got to snip them things out of there. But it is streaming on Tubi, just in case y'all are tuning in with me. And y'all know, if y'all are tuning in, y'all are the true Tudor Reviews MVPs. By the way, it is, I think this is on YouTube also. Full movie is on YouTube, unless you know, if you, either way, you're going to be watching it with the ads. I don't know where to find this shit online, actually. But it's on YouTube. We got it on Tubi, people. Here we go. You know, jumping off Black History Month commentary with Beat Street. I will hit the play button in 3, 2, 1. Yes, Lion. What are some like logos that y'all will never get tired of? And I promise y'all, MGM is one of them. I will never get tired of that lion. I like this. I forgot the Orion logo popped up on here too. Another thing with this movie, there's going to be a lot of cameos in here, man. Some of them I might be like, oh, that's this person. Oh, that's that person. And a lot of them are going to go right by me. I'm telling y'all now. I don't know if I mentioned when I was talking about the cast that was in here. Dwayne Jones. Recipe shout out to Dwayne Jones, man, who played Ben in the original Night of the Living Dead. He's in here, and he's not in here a lot. But that was like one of the 2 main people I recognized when I was a kid when I saw this movie. I remember I was so hyped. Like, anybody that saw this movie, I was like, yo, did you know that Ben from Night of the Living Dead was in Beat Street? They were like, who? And I'm like, yeah, we can't be friends. Music produced by Harry Belafonte. Like, this was one of those things where everything fell into place. No one said it'd be easy. The people never treat you like they should. You gotta get out and go for yourself, but you knew that you always would. Why do you say "new" like that? Promise y'all, I'm not gonna clown everybody in this movie, but I just want to know why he said it like that. That little, when that part kicks in, that's probably like the best part. That's the best part of this song for me, I'm telling y'all. Just the graffiti and the art, it's just scattered all over the movie, man. Like, this is, for this movie to be so like product of its time and just so gritty and just almost run down in certain ways, because they live in the hood. It's still a beautiful film, man. Hey, Lee. Hey. It's almost like he did that little breakdance move so he could impress them, and they would be like, yeah, we changed our mind, you could go.
Practice up on it. I like you, man. I'm going with you, Kenny.
Check it out. Cottonfield Chance and Hollers. Very fresh.
How come I can't go with you, Kenny?
Do your homework.
Man, you're crazy.
Listen, young blood, if I take you, I gotta bring you back. And maybe I don't want to come right back. Maybe I'll meet a female. Come on, let's go. About time.
He's never met a female in his life, by the way.
Meet a female.
This is like standard big brother, little brother shit.
That's bullshit, because you ain't going nowhere till you bring your rackets home.
Yo,
Where are you going?
going off to work, Miss Grandma. It's party night.
Well, which is it?
It's both.
Well, you boys be careful.
It's party night.
Kenny, don't get in straight. Lee, where do you think you're going? You better get in there and do your homework.
Y'all obviously didn't laugh at me yet.
Lee.
And I love this actress, man, because she's just so, she reminds me of like a Starletta Dupois or Dupois, who's the mom in Three Strikes, and she was one of the ladies singing on the corner in Friday After Next. She reminds me just of that wholesome motherly character, you know, pre-Jennifer Lewis and pre-Loretta Devine type of thing. And they give her a reason to be the way that she is with her sons, because they lost their brother. Their brother got killed out in the streets, so she is justified in her personality.
Hey, man, I know what I'm doing.
Moan, my man, that is bad. Right. That's the word, man. That's the devil.
That's it, kid.
And I love that Luis was like the photographer who got shit printed out on the shirts, and like he's like Ramos said.
That is your baddest burner, man. That is
He said, make sure you take good pictures. I need them for my kid. Ramos I know they're all like young adults. There's no way these guys were playing teenagers. But Ramos the only one out of these young guys who has a child, and that causes conflict with him and his girlfriend's parents. The parents are just like, when are you gonna get a real job and stop tagging subway trains out here and all this other shit? And this he does you don't understand what I'm trying to do. This movie laid the groundwork for so many cliches that are in so many movies like this, or movies that tried to be like this, because there ain't a lot of movies that's like this. I know there's a group of people that prefer Breakin' over Beach Street. I'm a Beach Street guy. I've seen Breakin' before. I think that was the one with Turbo who was dancing with the broom. But yeah, these motherfuckers definitely not in high school. They're all like young adults, and they got their own little clubhouse where they hang out. And look at Tanya Pinkins, man. And this movie is so organic, man. They just gathering, they gotta hook up the lights, and they got their little table for snacks. They gotta make sure the heat's good. Like they're not squatting in this building, but this is their hangout spot where they jam out. I love it. You don't get shit like this anymore. Charlie and his girlfriend just slow winding in the background. I probably said this before, definitely probably when I did the commentary for Juice, I always wanted to learn how to scratch and mix. I didn't want to be no DJ or nothing. I just wanted to try it out. And then I remember I did try it out and fucked up one of my grandpa's vinyls. It was not good. I love how he looked at him. He's like, man, I told you not to fucking come here. But then he's like, yeah, let me scratch a little bit, because my little brother's killing it on the floor right now. I love how Rainbow just elbows him. He's like, yo, little bro's good, huh? Showstopper. Now this actor that plays Lee, man, Lee is such an important character. Here comes another number, people, because we gotta have Shy Rock, Debbie D, and Lisa Lee. Now, when I was a kid, I forget which is which, but when I was a kid, I think my crush was on the chick with the multicolored sweater. And again, man, organic. This is back when that Where's Waldo motherfucker in the background is like killing me, yo. But he's one of the best dancers of the Beach Street Breakers. The Bronx Rockers are fire too. Like, I like Kuriaki for the Bronx Rockers, and I like Crazy Legs. But these chicks, like, the way that they're rapping, they wouldn't sell today, and I'm not even being smart. They wouldn't sell today. You know why? Because they're not super sexualizing themselves, which is why I think this musical number is really good here. I'm just too much. Like, had they would have remade Beach Street today, instead of Shy Rock, Debbie D, and Lisa Lee, they'd have had fucking Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, and Cardi B, or Glorilla. I was about to call her Glowface. Glorilla and what's the other girl? Scarlett. They'd have had all the motherfuckers talking about perks and dick. I'm sorry, man. Like, like take me back to when female rap was actually lyrical. But I know some people tell me I sound like that old man who's like, I remember back in my day. Also, I might get a little giddy as this thing goes on, people, because y'all know I got my coffee right next to me. I don't know why I thought another verse was coming. The way this song is about to break down and transition into another song, I listen. This, yes, that right there. It's the little things in this movie, people. It's the Tommy Knockers.
What the hell is that? It's weird.
And it's crazy because this guy that they about to run into, they stumbled upon him because he just loves the drums. Or he's talking about his friend Tito Reyes, where he's like, you know, he could play those congas. Music is such a force in this movie. It brings fucking random characters together.
Yo!
He's like, yo, do that again.
Tito? Tito who? Tito Reyes.
What the hell are you doing down here?
I'm looking for him, all right? It's about this high. Plays congas. Look, I was in the army with him.
And you looking for him down here in the basement?
Este está loco. Come on, let's get at it.
Este está loco.
This is the address, right?
Sure. Marlo's big brother.
Yeah, but they dipped out of here a long time ago, man. After the fire.
What fire? Tito was in a fire?
Nah, man, Tito was in a fire. The building was. Landlord touched this building about 5 times.
5 times? Just bulldozed this shit after the first try.
For almost a year. Man, he could play them conga drums too. We're supposed to get up a band. It's been my dream to play in a band in New York City.
This ain't New York. This the Bronx.
Ta ha ha, you make a funny Dr. Jones.
Hey, you think y'all can give me something to eat?
You got any cash?
Come on.
I love Kenny's character, man. He's got some choppy acting moments in this, but his character overall is just so pure. He's always trying to do the right thing. He hardly ever gets really frustrated, with the exception of certain moments. But, you know, Charlie's being an asshole that he is. I like Charlie too because he's kind of like the team manager. You know, he manages shit. But I love how Charlie's like, you know, you got any cash? And Kenny's just like, come on, man. Like, we got you. Like, we'll take care of you, dog. And he becomes basically the muscle. He becomes their bodyguard after that. Because there's a scene later on where Lee, you know, he's got words with these people in this auditorium, and the dude that they just met is basically the muscle. Here come Kyriaki going crazy on the dance floor. Go sit down somewhere.
Yo, what's up? Yo, man, yo, Biden. All your homeboys are Biden. Yo, Wax, so what's up with that? Yo, what are you talking about, man? I never stole no moves from you. All your moves ain't worth the bit. So what's up with that, punk?
Punk? Who you calling punk?
Did he spit when he said that? Jesus. I'm not doing all that though. Not to break up no fight. I hate breaking up fights to begin with, but this motherfucker just chewed into a beer can. Like, everybody stop, look what I can do. No. That motherfucker in the red jumpsuit in the background, the black boy, he's doing the same dance in every scene you see him in. He didn't even put up a fight to catch them. They didn't have any like subway cameras back then either, so you know they couldn't catch you on SEPTA if you jumped the turnstiles. I don't remember if I've ever done that before. I'm lying. In high school I did jump the turnstiles because where my high school was at, Subway was right there. And I remember I had to get home. and the train was coming. I think I was going north. Yeah, I was going northbound, and the train was coming, and the person in the booth wasn't there. You're fucking right. I'm gonna jump the turnstiles. I felt terrible about it though. I did. Oh, and I was talking over it, but we saw the introduction of Spit, not Spit, the character, but his tags. He's tagging over everybody's shit. You'll see him later on in the movie. This shit sound like a NES game. You must cross the Himalayan jungle to find me type of shit. Two great character moments right there. The mom turns the music up, they don't budge. She turns it off, they wake right up. That's how locked in Kenny and Lee are with just they are so in tune with the art forms, man. I love this fucking movie.
Yo, Raymond's making us the baddest sweatshirts, man. What? You know the kind that turn inside out? One side gonna say B Street in her name. The other side will have curvy lines. You know, when I do my backspin, it's gonna be the baddest, man. Incredible.
Incredible.
Kenny, sugar, why don't you just move that cereal and lay your whole body across the table?
Oh, now what if he really did it? God damn, look at the bottom of that skillet. That shit, if she just made eggs in that skillet, that shit gonna have to soak for like a half day.
Sit up, Kenny. What time did you get in last night?
About midnight.
I'm glad you're still telling me the truth. Now eat.
What's the big deal about eating oatmeal? And all I feel is tired for real. My rap too slick, my tone too quick, my gallant talent like a magic trick.
Eat your eggs before I break your legs. Now you know where your gallant talent came from.
Got the bars from his mama. Let's go.
Open the door, Lee. Open the door.
Who goes there?
Charlie, brother.
Who goes there, little brother?
You know I don't want you up so late.
Another thing I love about this movie,
Lee do it. Lee does it too.
it's not like other movies haven't done this before, but I like it when it's done right in certain movies. Lottery Ticket's another example, and they do it in the beginning of that movie. But where that best friend can just not waltz in, but the best friend just comes into the house and can just sit down at the table and just eat some of the breakfast that doesn't even belong to him. But that just establishes the type of relationship they have. Like, Charlie's like family. He's like an extension of their family.
I'm talking major leagues.
How'd you do that?
Oh, just a little business.
And he is the go-to guy. He's the plug.
Check out the style.
I got my own style.
Yeah, but you just need some of them professional touches.
Charlie, superstar is not a profession. You can keep your dreams, gentlemen, but get something to fall back on.
We gotta get going.
Give it up to me.
Baby, to the beach street strut.
Yo, Charlie. Yeah, what's happening, Lee?
Why he sound like Lil Uzi Vert?
Hey, yo, Charlie. What's this?
All right, listen. Even if I loved dancing, ain't no way I'm about to try to forward moonwalk and slip and slide on the ice. I'm telling y'all, I have not fallen, and knock wood, man, I have not fallen in my life on the ice or the snow. See, Charlie, that wasn't even in the script. Charlie almost slipped right there.
What are you doing? Come on, stop! Please, don't do this. No, man, stop, man. What are you doing?
Man, I would not put up with that shit.
What are you, crazy?
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Fuck him.
Now, I don't remember if this movie was PG-13 or not. I don't remember how many F-bombs they drop in here, but...
Writing on the walls makes money. When aren't you going to stop and tag in the subway cars? When are you going to make your son legitimate? legitimate shit.
Just tell him about all the money you gonna make with me and Kenny, man. Cause you know we gonna have album covers, posters, t-shirts.
Man, Charlie, you always talking that shit.
You're damn right.
Yeah, we'll talk about something else, all right?
Listen, I understand as a father, I understand Ramo's I understand it completely, man.
Big goddamn deal you're gonna be, right? That's only
Because he's got a baby, like, and it, a newborn baby for the most part, and he's like, I can't really, the pipe dreams just miss me with the shit. I'm tired of hearing about it.
One talking pain, the other one money, and they're so full of shit that it ain't even funny.
Instigating.
Walter,
Let's kick his ass.
Why did Kenny run off like that? He was like backpedaling sideways. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they going to the rock scene. Now, Ray Dawn Chon with them damn. She's got a great head of hair, yo. I love Ray Dawn Chon's hair in this movie. I think I might love her hair in every movie. I don't know if I mentioned it, but to the uninitiated, that is definitely Tommy Chon's daughter from Cheech and Chong. I think that's one of the craziest tie-ins in real life ever. Because if I looked at her in the name, I would have never guessed. Forever. And look, they're all just they headed to the Roxy's on the train, or they headed to Roxy's on the train, dancing in the middle of the aisle. Like, it's wholesome fun. Harmless fun also. You feel the magic. Kenny tried to get in on the action. I love how Luis was like, yo, sit your ass down, bro. You stick to rapping and making beats. Look at that goddamn line. I've never been a club or a bar rat to the ever at all. And definitely not to the point where I'm gonna wait in that fucking line. You have me fooled.
Hold it. He with you? Yeah, he's my bodyguard.
He's my bodyguard. I hate how they just stereotype the big Spanish dude. Is that guy Spanish? I'm not sure.
What you doing, man? How come you don't finish that?
That is weird, man. Oh, this one, Kenny don't even say nothing to Tracy. He just walks up on her like, "Look, I'm a vampire. I got shades on in the inside of the club. You like them?" There he is, people. Dwayne Jones, people. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Came right up. Like, Tracy, get away from this weird motherfucker with these sunglasses on inside.
Yeah, I'll see you on later. I got a battle to attend to. Yo, the king, chill out.
The good thing about the Roxy's, though, damn, yeah, she definitely was checking Kenny out. But the good thing about this setting and these characters, this is back when you ain't had to worry about nobody in there beefing, nobody standing on the wall waiting for a fight to happen, somebody getting shot, stabbed, chicks getting their motherfucking hair pulled out. Like, it was a good time, man. Say, right there, right there. Oh, what? Oh, that quick little popping lock dude just did. That was sharp. Sharp. Even Dwayne Jones is in the background like, yeah, I'll dance a little bit. I love that, like, those little bit of frames where Dwayne Jones is getting his jig going. Ray Dawn Chong was probably just like, come on, just get a little bop in there. I don't know what the fuck Ramo was doing. I was about to say he better find a girl to dance with or something. Is that? I was about to say, is that Turbo? Wrong movie, bro. Check the. I can't even say the costume design, but just the wardrobe department in general they went crazy, yo. Like I said, man, it was a product of its time for all the right reasons. Whoa, I want you to get off that table, sir. My man got that. I've always thought those hats were interesting as fuck. It's like a, what is it, like a raccoon, raccoon hat? Yes. Let's get to that battle, man. The Bronx Street Rockers and the Beach Street Breakers and the, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. They're basically the Crips and the Bloods. Look at all them records, man. Just crates and crates and crates of vinyls, man. She's still checking you out, Kenny. This one extra right here with this chick with the white jacket on, she ain't even trying. She just like, yeah, I'm gonna just clap and snap, clap and snap. Ooh, that beat drop is on. It is on. It is on. They about to get it in, yo. They about to go crazy. And it's really hard to say who won out of the Bronx Rockers and the Beach Street Breakers. Cause they both, obviously I'm team Beach Street. I'm where Lee at. Wherever Lee at, that's where I'm at. But like I said, man, Kuriaki and Crazy Legs, they not to be played with, man. I wish I knew all of their names individually, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel like this backspin that they do, where their legs is all like helicopter propeller, I feel like I can do that. I just don't know how well my spine is gonna react to that. This little kid, it's like, what mullet? Is it a mullet? Is it? All right. Don't hump the air like that, you disrespectful motherfucker. Now this dude, I clowned about the Where's Waldo shit, but he goes, wow. He just breaking himself down just to build himself back up. He's insane. He's absolutely insane. And Lee doesn't, like, Lee is dancing now, but he doesn't really get a lot of time to shine in this battle. Ugh. Look how Lee get up. Ugh. He's like, yeah, I ain't even got to do no more. He's like, I impressed Ray Dawn Chon. I don't have to do no more. That was crazy. Like, you know how limber you have to be, how much lung power you have to be able to pull a lot of these dance moves off? Is this the dude that takes his shoe? Oh no, somebody takes their shoes off while they're spinning and puts them on their feet. Yeah, his stopping power is amazing. It's immaculate. Oh, this dude, he's basically like he's on both his hands. Like, look at what? Why do the Bronx Rockers keep grabbing their dicks while they, like, stop it? Stop doing that. You're doing too much. This is basically just like the dance version of Miyagi-Do versus Cobra Kai. May the best team win. This guy's insane, man. The tall dude for Beach Street, he's insane. think who takes their shoes? I think it's Crazy Legs that takes their shoes off. I think Kiriaki's about to come back up, but when he comes back on, he charges. No, this is Crazy Legs right here. And he has that name for a fucking reason, because this dude's like a rubber band. But Kiriaki, he literally charges up before he comes out for the second time. And somebody in the background screams it. He's like, "Let's go, Kiriaki!" Obviously, that shit was probably ADR. Oh, my man spun on his head. Nah, and he almost tripped. Crazy Legs is like, all right, I gotta get that one back. Is he about to do it? Oh no, he didn't. I don't know who this dude is, but I feel like this was somebody's father who was just like, yo, can I dance with you guys? I got something I want to try out here. Pretty good though. There you go. Kiriaki was about to go. He knew he was about to go crazy. Sadly, I don't think Kiriaki is still around, man. I'm not sure. Let me check so I'm not spreading any misinformation. I really believe that I read somewhere and was really sad about it, man, that he had passed away. Let me see here. Okay, I think it is Crazy Legs is about to take his shoes off. Kiriaki, I'm really trying to look this shit up. Notable members. Oh yeah, Buck 4 passed away from the Rocksteady crew, and Kiriaki passed away. Rest in peace, shout out. I definitely remember. I didn't want to put it out there and be super wrong about somebody passing away, which I hate when I do that sometimes. But I definitely remember reading about Kiriaki years ago, and I was like, what? He was one of the best dancers in the entire movie. So that sucks, man, but it's good that he got to be a part of something like this. Leave it to be a part of the legacy for him. That's decent. And see, no beef afterwards. You know, it's either a draw or somebody won, somebody lost, and we just keep partying after that. Who's this guy? An informant? He's like, look what Spit did. Look, somebody come and look at this.
Do it, man. Because you can't do no better. Like he used to do these tags that were just stupid. And they were so lame, everybody thought they were already messed up. So now he's gonna go over everybody else's stuff.
He's a hater.
Man, somebody needs to break his hands.
Does anybody know who this guy is?
Nah, nobody knows. Check it out. So white. It's so clean. Come on, we got him. All you ever talk about is white trains. We gotta go.
It's a racist. But that was a plot device right there. Him seeing the white train and just being a little intrigued by it. His friend gassing him up. Oh, you've talked about white trains. And all you motherfuckers can get ran over. You don't just hold up traffic like that. It's like, excuse me, we got something important going on. Could you hold it? Nah. Because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on my fucking windshield.
Alright, but I don't need no help. I can do my own talking.
Yeah, well, I'm going in with you, Lee.
She didn't invite nobody but me.
That is great, though, that he had the support of his crew. You know, Lee being the youngest, they had to be there for him. Because that's how, like, industry shit, man. People will see, oh, we got a kid here. We can do whatever we want. Just gullible kid shit.
interest.
What if they want to take you on the road?
How about some extra money if they're gonna put you on TV?
Right.
Think about that.
Yep. Makes sense, right? Everybody, oh, they doing a little plie ballet, touche.
Check that out.
They auditioning for the Josephine Baker story.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it, Tracy. Hold it.
The one extra in the background's like, why? Why we stop? Yo, if you watch this movie, guarantee you every single time you're gonna see something different in the background.
Hey, come on up. Bring your friends.
Dwayne Jones was not with it. Dwayne, it is. I'm sorry, man. I like I said, he's not in the movie a lot, but it is so good to see Dwayne Jones in this movie, man. I was thinking about. I think I'm just gonna watch it in my own time and just do a review for it. Ganja and Hess. That's a Dwayne Jones movie I have not seen, and me trying to be bigger on blaxploitation horror, like the foundation of it. I feel like I got to see Ganja and Hess.
Say, I want to check something out. My brother ain't here to be in your show. Is
I'm afraid this performance is limited to our students.
Well, how come no one told him that?
I thought they had. I made it perfectly clear to Lee.
That's cool. Ain't no big deal. I never been on TV before, so if you just flip on that tape.
I don't think so. Maybe tomorrow if you come back.
See?
What happened? I don't understand.
We're too busy now.
Wait a minute. He can't see the tape after y'all check him out like he's some little freak.
You wait a minute.
No, man. You wait a minute. I mean, lady, y'all can tell people how you down
He was
with
about to
freaking
be like, listen, man.
bullshit, because you ain't down
I done
with
took
nothing.
down a army of zombies. I
I'm so
will
proud.
bust your ass up in
Look at
here.
myself. Do I get an A teacher?
But I get exactly what Kenny was saying. You know, y'all not gonna treat my little brother like he a fucking minstrel show over here. You know, y'all got him tap dancing and all this other shit.
Hey, I'll take.
No, let him have it.
Oh yeah, this is when Bull just pretty much was the muscle. He picked up the radio and was like, I dare y'all. I dare somebody to say something. I'll bite into another soda can. Do something. The music changed up, so we're about to get a taste of Ramo's way of life. And Ramo's the one that he's got the side story that is probably more sympathetic to me. You know, and to make matters worse, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Like I don't say worse as in it's bad, but you know, it's him, his girlfriend, his newborn, her mother, you know, her father, her family's in this apartment, and she's just like, you know, can you take us away from here, Ramon? Me, you, and the baby, and we'll be a family and be together. And he's just like, I don't have anywhere to take you, and it makes for a sad, but kind of like inspirational side story.
I had some stuff to take care of.
Because he's the one that has the most going on.
Where's Julie?
You know, nobody else that he hangs around has kids.
You did?
So it changes everything.
Just give it up.
Hey,
Why she look at him like that? That's his fucking son.
That's a joke. How can you even look him in the face?
come on. So beautiful.
Little T-shirt doesn't make up for anything. When are you gonna take some responsibility, Ramon?
Put it on him right now.
Is everybody deaf?
Mommy, please don't
Ramon,
start.
I have to know why
Mommy!
you go about. Cállate la boca, Carmen!
The Spanish Roseanne she was about to turn into for a second. But damn, you have to be a bitch about it. Like, okay, I understand from her mother's POV. I mean, I'm not a mother, obviously, but I can understand. When she's saying take some responsibility, she's saying like, when are you going to, you have a child now, you have to provide. Like, one of the things I can honestly say in this moment, like I'm about to have like a real motherfucking moment with y'all right now. I remember my daughter was on the way. When I found out she was on the way, I was not working. I was absolutely terrified. I'm like, I have to figure this shit out and make my own way to provide. You know what I'm saying? And not only was she on the way, but her sister, her older sister, was already around. She was a lot younger, but just so happened right when my daughter was born, found a job. Boom, everything was cool at that point. But like, when you feel like you can't do for your family, it is soul crushing, man. It does a lot to you mentally. But I understand what the mom was saying. It's just her way about doing it. Because Ramo could have been written to be, a guy who was just into his art and just didn't spend any time with his with his child at all. And she's like, how can you even look him in the face? Like, at least he's present. God damn. Because while, yeah, you have to provide for your kids, that's a given. That's not even up for debate. But I feel like one of the things that, and I always agree when anybody else says this, one of the things that kids will remember is time. The time you spent, the memories you create. So for him being present in his child's life, I feel like the mom should have given him more credit for that shit.
Come on in.
But parents gonna be parents. Your future in-laws gonna be your future in-laws regardless. You're never gonna be good enough, I never had to deal with that shit because I was always in my daughter's life. Still am. This is... Kenny can't even hear them, and he all shaking ass at the DJ table. But this is pretty much the equivalent of when Lisa comes in with Jesse's mom in Nightmare on Elm Street 2. I was about to say Night on Elm Street. This was definitely like that same scene. Only I think the scene in Nightmare on Elm Street was way more memorable.
Could you turn that down a little?
Don't tell me turn my music down in my motherfucking room.
He's out right now. If you want, I can tell him what you came for.
Exactly what did I come for?
To get your tape.
I'd have been like, listen, you keep looking at me like that, I know exactly what you came
Who do
for.
you think you are? You wrecked my class with some bullshit about me taking a bite out of your brother and leaving the rest. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not a taker, and I'm not a user. I told Lee exactly what was going to be involved.
Well, he's out right now. I don't know what to tell you.
You just tell him I came by.
Hey, I know where Lee's at.
Where?
It's kind of dangerous. I mean, you might not be up to it.
Let me be the judge of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Kenny, shut your ass up, because he probably scared to go there at night. Nah, Kenny be in these streets, though. But there was no way he was just going to let her walk out of there, and they just, they weren't going to depart on bad terms.
It's kind of hard to explain. Why?
They were eye fucking each other all throughout the Roxy sequence. She's like, what are you listening to? He puts on Vanilla Ice's mixtape. She's like, so you were listening to a leaky faucet. Cool.
Blackbird fly in the night. Fly, fly. Blackbird fly. Tell my woman, do me right. Fly.
Oh, and before I forget, man, I had to find a way to crowbar this in here somewhere. Big shouts out to the guys over at Galaxy of Film, man. Galaxy of Film podcast. Make sure y'all follow them on Spotify, Instagram. They had me on their show, and we did a review for Drive and The Nice Guys, the 2 Ryan Gosling movies, man. But those dudes, super supportive, super fucking funny, just film geeks like me. Like, the biggest assurance I had when I did that episode with them, we were like just shooting the shit before we started the episode up, and they were just like, man, like, we're all geeks here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could speak freely. I was like, yes. It's very rare that you find people that speak the same language with movies, man. And I love it. So big shouts out to them for having me on their show, man. That was dope. That was a good time. Funny enough, I think that's the only like the third or fourth time I've been invited on somebody's show. Not even fourth. I think it's, I don't know. Doesn't happen often is what I'm trying to say. I'm grateful. Meanwhile, Kenny, all she did was ask him to listen to what he was doing, and he done brought out the tambourine. He was a couple instruments away from taking his sweater off.
That's my piece.
He's like, I know, I stole it.
Why is that strange?
Again, these two complete strangers bonding over music. The theme is so... the theme of this movie is so present. It is so strong from start to motherfucking finish.
I got all these sounds in my head.
Even in death, at some point later on in the movie, the music, the overall art form, the craft brings so many people together to celebrate that person's life, man.
You still feel like being dangerous?
I gotta save it for the outro.
You sure now?
Let's go.
She's like that girl that went to private school who always wanted to be just be a public school hooligan. She's like, yeah, let's do something dangerous. And she does renege at some point, because when they go down the subway, she's like, I'm not going down there. You wanted danger, right? Well, now we in the subway. We about to go walk on these tracks and hopefully not get eaten by the Judas breed cockroaches. I wouldn't go down there either. Not walking. You fuck around and what is it, the third rail or something? And you done. Crispy.
Down there? I'm not going down there. You're crazy.
It's not too far from here. This time of night, locals run every 16 minutes. There's lights all the way.
I'm not going down there.
I'm not gonna let you get hurt.
He said it like a straight up serial killer. His face was so blank. He's like, I'm not gonna. It's almost like he didn't. It's almost like he wasn't sure of what he was saying. He didn't know if he was going to be able to protect him and her. So he's just kind of like plain face about it. I'm not going to let you get hurt. I don't think I am. Oh man. Like I said, I love the character Kenny. I do, man. He's a part of the heartbeat of this movie, but some of his moments are just hilarious. As if the conductor couldn't see them. Ramo is the worst at being like inconspicuous, man. He's about as inconspicuous as Ace Ventura. Whoa, gather your feet before we get hit by this train. This was Kenny's moment to kiss her. I always thought they were going to kiss in this moment where they just hug up so the train doesn't see them.
Guys, I saw Carp on that last train. Hurry!
Hi, Lee.
Hi, how you doing?
You know you saw her when she first walked up.
Where'd you do all this?
English class.
No, I'm serious.
No kidding. I used to trace these old DC comics because it was so boring. That's why I figured out all the streaks of blurs and shit.
Love it.
Yo, man, not too high in that car.
See how he said DC Comics? He know the better property.
What's phase 2?
Talking about the property, not the movies, people. We know Marvel had they shit together long before DC fell apart.
Oh, Tag is your name. And that's a burner.
It is beautiful, though.
Pack it up.
First of all, If Lee didn't bring a fucking step ladder with him, ain't no way I'm putting that big ass kid on my shoulders so he can spray paint the burner. Hell no. Damn, that tag is crazy. That Rainbow Master Graffiti, that is fire. Now here goes the we have met our antagonist, people. Fuck you, Spit. Cause yeah, cause you know he trashed, so he just simply tags his shitty name like on everybody's beautiful work.
Want to get something to eat or what? No, we got some plans.
She's like, we do? Cause I came here to see Lee. I love how Lee was, little brother syndrome. Lee was a little jealous. He's like, man, you gonna like she was mine first. Now this song, I remember this song. I think they had Dionne Warwick in the studio doing this, and obviously I'm lying because I don't know whose fucking song this is. I just know they say "Stranger in a Strange World." But this we get the little rom-com moment, or not even com, but we get the romance moment of the movie. Had to come in somewhere. Because I feel like in all of these types of movies, if it's not the central part of it, like in something like Say the Last Dance or Step Up, like you do have to have some type of butt-in romance that's going on.
How about you?
It's all about how you balance these side stories with these different characters. Because these dance movies, you always have a core group of characters. It's a bunch of them. But what they have going on outside of the dance and the rap and the art,
A lot of guys got wasted, and Franklin was one.
it can make or break the movie.
I was 12 years old and I was mad. I wanted to go to war.
No, you didn't, because you wasn't about that life.
Told me that was stupid. Anyway, gangs died out back then.
But I like this because this is when he tells the backstory of how his brother got killed out in the streets.
No. You have a boyfriend?
She's like, yeah, there he is up there, actually. I'll see you later, Kenny. And then the music just intensifies just like this. My man, did you have a follow-up question? Yeah, he's just smiling like a goofball. So you're telling me there's a chance? No stranger to me. Who the hell is this? Ashford and Simpson or something? Today. Wait, does he? Oh yeah, he does kiss her. Now, when she turned around and put her back to the door while she was slowly opening it, she's waiting for the kiss, bro. Go. Yep, there you go. My boy. Got her. Look, she don't even know where she's going. She keep turning around looking at him. Don't walk into the wall, baby. Don't bump into the wall looking at double K like that. He's on the train like, yo, I'm the man. He's just smiling. Just smiling, man. That's how you know you had a good night. When you're on like public transportation and you just smile. Kenny's like, how the hell is this music still playing and I just got home? How did he not know Charlie was in his bed?
What are you doing here? You have a home? Damn, you smell good. I said, you got up.
He said, do you have a home?
Let me hear the details. Kenny, was she good?
They just assume he got some ass.
Brother man might have to have that information someday, huh? You don't tell me this right now, Ronnie, but I'm never let go. You see that, Lee? Man, get a little nookie. Got an attitude. He already got an attitude. Ow! Damn it! You're gonna give me rape. You keep your voice down. What are you doing here, man? Opportunity be beating on our door, man. DJ at the Burning Spear got his finger smashed by his little brother. Slammed him in a window.
Wow.
We gonna be in Cool Herc's office before Cool Herc. Hey, Kenny, yo, tell me how she feels. Shut your dumb mouth.
She's just like a homie and a little brother. Yo, give me the details. But that was weird of Lee to ask how she feels. I mean, men talk amongst men. Like, when you talk amongst your homies and it's just like, yeah, you got some ass? Oh, was it good? Was it corny? Like, what was it? But I don't think anybody's ever said, tell me how she feels.
Man, it's a shame about Super Easy's hands and all.
Cool Herc.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love Double K. He is the best, the freshest young DJ.
Cool Herc looked like he just too smooth while he was walking. There's our title theme again. Is that extra look like the boy that was in that movie Living Large? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. And there go Ray Don Chong. What if Ray Don Chong just popped up there and Kenny's like, whoa, 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 we are not together. Can't just pop up on me. This movie had, like, you know, some of them just be doing whatever they want, but this movie has some of the best extras ever.
Yeah, man, it's chill. All right, you people get ready to cheer for the Christmas show at the Burning Spear. All you hip-hops ready for a treat, for Santa Claus is on Beach Street.
Cool Mo D. Looking like he didn't even know he was supposed to be in this movie. He looked like Dwight Howard. He looked like prime Dwight Howard.
I'm Santa Claus, and
Guess what, y'all?
I got something to show.
Is that no? This was not the only movie Kumo D was ever in. He's actually in Gang Related with Pac and Tim Roth, and he gets murked the fuck off in the beginning. I think he's like an undercover cop or something like that. Anything under.
Man, y'all should be glad that I didn't quit, cause I'm getting too old for this Santa Claus shit. Y'all think I'm
Kumo D was young in this movie, man.
You might as well quit, cause I can name 100 presents that I didn't get. And if I did get a present, it'd be a hand-me-down. Yo, I got this for Christmas. Now how that sound? It sounds good to me, cause I'm about to freeze. You wanna say something?
Look at the bottom of these. God damn. You can't go. It's the coat that's mine. You can't go outside with them shoes. His feet are poking through the shoes.
Going down to the office and stand on the line. Better hurry up, see, I got mine. Jingle, jangle,
Jingle for the Pope.
Yo, kiss my mistletoe.
They had Kumo D drinking Remy out of a straw? I never noticed that was a Remy bottle.
That's why the presents keep getting mixed up. Cause year after year, you keep fucking up.
This has got to be rated R. This movie, let me check.
That ain't a G.I. Joe, that's a G.I. jerk with a kung fu grip that don't even.
It's PG? What? Oh dear.
G.I. Joe's gay, what difference does it make? After all, he's just a doll, ain't too much he can do. If you ask me, boy, I ain't too sure about you.
Listen, Blodo, with your big fat.
You would have had a whole community of people coming after the writer or director because they said G.I. gay. Dougie Fresh. Look how young Dougie Fresh is. Legend.
We must admit, Dougie Fresh is good and made a perfect fit. He's the only reason why we weren't totally mad. Without Dougie, our Christmas would have been really sad.
They killed it. The dudes that are walking across the stage. For the pole.
What you doing next weekend?
I'm free.
No, you're not.
Kenny is he can't lose. He can't lose. He got his slot now too.
Let's dance.
She's like, nah, I'd rather not. Kenny is on top of the fucking world right now. But this movie is about to do, not the scene right after this, I don't think, but at some point this movie's going to do what a lot of these dance movies have done over the years, and I'm fine with it in this movie. This was like my introduction into shit like this, because I did see this before Beat Street came out and all of that other types, or before You Got Served came out and all of that type of shit. But this movie, I'm just gonna say it, this movie does that thing where somebody dies. You know, one of the characters has to die at some point due to whatever, and then it's like, it's basically we got to do it for Lil Saint type of moment. Yeah, this character dies, so now we've really got the motivation to make this third act of the movie happen. It's like, I don't mind it here. This is kind of like the foundation for shit like that for me, but god damn, man, they do it in Step Up where Channing Tatum's best friend's little brother gets killed, and they do the shit and stomp the yard. Chris Brown dies and stomp the yard in like the first 2 minutes of the movie. They do the shit and You Got Served. A Lil Saint gets killed in a car he had no business being in. That kid is 2 years old. Do they do it in Say the Last Dance? I don't know. They don't. But they do have that drive-by scene. But nobody dies. But they do it in every fucking movie like this where somebody has to fucking die. But this is one where the death that they do is definitely the driving force of the third act sequence. And I love that for this movie. I was about to say, it is coming up, the scene is coming up soon I was talking about, because Ramo's got that jacket with his name on it in the scene, but Ramo's got that jacket on throughout the whole movie, so.
Tell your mother Pedro wants me to work late tonight, huh? Carmen needs to stay with us.
Oh, that's not Carmen's dad. That's his father.
She can stay with me. You are not married to her. If I married her, she could stay with me? She could stay in the place that you made for her. If you was a man. I am a man.
You can act like a man!
A man takes care of his own. A man has a job. He's not a criminal who goes around scrolling on the subways. How come a man's what you say? I'm a graffiti writer. I'm an artist. I don't just throw up little tags all over the place. I make them trains beautiful. How come you won't even come see what I do?
He's like, I don't want to become an accomplice. Poor Ramo just couldn't catch a fucking break, man. Probably, like I said, the most sympathetic character in the entire movie, man. Like his like the walls are closing in on him, man. His back is against the wall. And in a lot of cases in movies like this, he would have a happy ending. They like, excuse, I'm afraid you're just too darn loud. This is definitely the talent show version of the movie. Look at all that hair this woman's got. In your life. I think I know all of these songs that they're about to have these people audition for. Or audition with. Meanwhile, the judges are like, is your microphone on? Look at this fake Michael Jackson, VC Dupree looking motherfucker. He doesn't have his own image, but I like the song. Look at the guy on the keyboard in the background. He's into this shit. He's like, I got 2 keyboards. He's like, I got you, yo. The one dude on the other keyboard is possessed. Everybody dance to the radio rock. Baptize the beat, baptize the beat, baptize the beat. I love that song. Oh, here come this vicious beat girl. I like her too. She looks like Jewel Shepard from Return of the Living Dead. She looks like Jewel Shepard, like a kind of darker shade Jewel Shepard. Now, would y'all sign her? I'd sign her. Vicious beat beat. She raps, she sings, she dances. It's entertainer quality. I play no games, I'm right to the point. She was putting her cards on the table in the song too. I think that was a bit too much.
Hold up a minute, Ken.
What are you talking about?
I want you to wait outside in the lobby for me, right? I know what I'm doing.
Now, what are you doing?
I am just about to take the biggest chance of your life.
Of my life.
Come on. Trust me.
I was born and raised in the southbound streets. I'm so proud to say that my life's complete. My father is strong, and I am told the family name
I must uphold, strong, bold, and demanding.
That makes the girl outstanding.
He really felt that line when he said makes the girl outstanding. He closed his eyes and was like, boy. Oh yeah, she about to go crazy back there. God, I wish I knew how to scratch and mix. And these two dudes. What beat was this, man? Because that guy that's laughing on the beat is just, he's a force of nature. And this kid looks like he was a fucking, like he was an ex-member of Soul For Real. Oh my God, here we go with this guy. Looking like he looked like he auditioned for Slumber Party Massacre 2. Guitar and all, but they were just like, nah, we're gonna go with the guy who looks like Alexis Arquette. Okay, this is a pretty sexually explicit song. He also looks like the guy. He looks like the kid from Sex Drive. The dude who's actually going across country to meet that girl. He looks like his character. I didn't know he pursued a career in music.
Say, I see you got some pretty good talent there for your show.
You think they're talented?
Well, no. I mean, most of them are pretty lame, right?
Who the hell you calling lame? You calling Tina B lame?
No. My point is, I got a man that's got something.
It's like, what do you want, man? It's like, you think they're talented? Who you calling lame? Pick a fucking mood.
Cool Herc, huh?
Oh, that caught your attention?
I'll give him a listen.
You want to see him?
I just said I did, Jim.
Then be at the Burning Spear Saturday night.
And my name's not Jim. I love the look on his face where he's just like, oh my God, did I really just do that?
Kenny,
Let's go. What happened?
it's in the pocket, brother. It's in the pocket.
The leaps of faith that Charlie takes is insane. And yes, I keep, for anybody that doesn't notice, yes, his name is Charlie, like Chollie. It's not Charlie, it's Charlie. Oh, this is when Kenny thinks that Dwayne Jones is pushing up on Ray Don Chon. This is given, like, the way that they walk up on each other right now, the way they put their hands around each other, it's like, yeah, they do look like they fucking. I'm sorry. Kenny's like, yep, I know where I'm not needed.
Well, what do you think? Place don't look so bad after all.
Damn, I forgot all about the
Landlord gonna raise your rent.
the sequence they're about to set up Ramo and Carmen's crib for them and the baby. I forgot all about that damn sequence.
Yo, Double K, what's happening? Hey. Trace cut you loose tonight or what?
She's rehearsing her show. Girl's too busy for me. You really think mine is gonna show up Saturday night?
I told you. It's in the pocket. I'm really trying that sucker.
Don't take my soda out my hand and drink from it, bitch.
That empty apartment upstairs. Maybe I'll start hanging out around here. Fix it up for me and Carmen and the baby.
Really, Rambo? Hey, man, that'd be great. We could be neighbors.
What you gonna do about money, man? Get a job?
Say what? You?
Yeah. What the hell?
I love it. It's long overdue for him, but Ramo, you know, like I said, man, I love his character because he's got the most going on. He's the character that has to be the most mature about what he's got going on. You know, he's like, yo, man, I got a baby. Like, I gotta set up shop. I gotta take care of home. I gotta get us a home to take care of home. But and I love that his homies are there for him. Like, they don't clown him. They had the one moment where it's like, you for real? You serious? You gonna get a job? Like, but they help him. They help him set up this apartment space, man. And it's so many like real friend moments in this movie from start to finish. Cause you don't listen. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know some of the worst people ever. But anytime I had to move in an apartment, move out of an apartment, move into a house, move out of, I'm telling y'all, the majority of it, it's all me. I'm moving that shit. These types of friends are very hard to come by. You got that poor baby out in the freezing fucking cold like that. She didn't even want to go in the building. She's like, ain't this Jimmy Bones' house? The fuck is this, Ramo? But then she goes up there and she sees what he put together for her and the baby. And I love that Carmen is, you know, they live in the Bronx. They from the hood. But she's really grateful for what they've done for her and what Ramo's done for their family. This is a good moment. It's like, you guys never seen us hug before? Cut it out.
See, we put the crib right by the heat, keep them nice and warm.
Water's running?
I just noticed the crib was a shopping cart.
Too. Checked it out. First.
So y'all had sex on their bed before they...
I just don't know how I'm gonna thank you.
He said we tested it out personally. We're not doing that.
Hey, us Puerto Ricans gotta stick together, right?
Because I was that friend at one point in time. Yeah, you can use my room if you got a chick in there. I ain't got nothing going on. But I remember, I ain't saying no names, but one of my friends had his girl in there. And I shit y'all not. Like, I'm just like, all right, like, I'll make sure y'all tidy up after yourselves. Don't leave no stains on nothing. I'm telling y'all, I went to flip the blanket, and a condom came out of it. Disgusting. And I think from that point on, it was a bed in the basement. And any of my friends that had, you know, some little chicky action, I was like, all right, y'all can use the basement. But it was getting to the point where I was getting so overwhelmed. I'm like, I'm about to just leave a sign-in sheet for you motherfuckers at this point. And charge by the hour at that. Oh, the guy actually did show up. Who the hell is that in a tutu in the background?
Yo, Hannah, it's Monty. He's coming.
I love that. So many people have sampled that. That doom 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 doom. I love that beat. I know they sampled it. I think Khaled, was it Khaled who was behind that Holla at Me song with Rick Ross and Fat Joe and Lil Wayne. But that shit knocks.
Hey, Herc, I'm not stealing your headliner. I'm just just giving him a little downtown southern exposure. You got everything to gain.
Hey, I'm just looking out for the board's interests.
Hey, I can look out for double-case interests. Do me a favor.
Tanya Pinkin's makeup, her foundation on her face is amazing.
Won't change enough.
And her hair is amazing too.
You managing?
Yes, he is.
Well, don't let that stop you.
I love that when the big decisions are made, they have each other's backs. I forgot about this sequence too. They about to battle in the subway and get booked. I forgot all about this sequence. Apparently this movie's full of surprises. Why my man got that? Is that Macaulay Culkin? That kid all the way to the right with the boombox and the squirrel skin jacket on. He looks like a Spanish Macaulay Culkin. I love that. They walked through, like both crews walked through each other and then stood their ground, stood on each side. And it's crazy because they do get locked up because the cops run up and they think they're fighting. But again, kids being kids, man. Harmless. Loving dance. Loving the art form. Because they could have been in any subway encounter like this with this many people when I was in school was a fight. It was a fight. It wasn't nothing constructive like this. Because when I was in school, man, like motherfuckers would meet on the subway to fight other schools. Like, I'm not doing all of that. We got homework and shit. I'm about to get my ass right on this train. Then I gotta come to school to see these motherfuckers lumped up the next day. Not that the people I knew got beat up, but some people would take some L's. This is the worst cops ever. How did y'all let them catch y'all? They're terrible cops.
Amazing, isn't it? Then you do the same thing to add other sounds to other keyboard registers. Look. Add a little scratch. And the computer prints out the score.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah. That's good, man.
I feel like Kenny, in this moment, I feel like he was impressed, but he just wasn't interested. I think it's a really big difference. You know, this is what separates like OG organic scratch and mix DJs. This is what separates them from, you know, and nothing against the people that do it like digitally, how it's upgraded now, is really modified. You do have a machine that does a lot of the scratch and mix work for you. But I feel like it's you know, it's that whole yin and yang type of thing for Kenny right now, excuse me, where he's like, yo, I like this technology, but I'd rather do it from the muscle how I've been doing it. That's like if I want to get back to writing and if I have AI write a script for me. No, I want to do the script myself. I want to be a part of when those characters come to life, when that story comes to life. I don't want a computer to do that shit for me. It's just something about pounding the pavement naturally that just works way better. Kenny's like, I broke it.
Keyboard went dead. You wiped out the disk. Yeah, I'll reprogram it for you.
Nah, I gotta get going.
Going? I thought you wanted to use the studio for a while to try out some sounds for your New Year's Eve show at the Roxy.
I don't need new sounds, man. What I got's plenty. It's plenty good enough to get me the gig.
Excuse me, Robert. What's the matter?
Ooh, nothing's the matter. I'm fine. You're fine, too. Maybe we should just leave it that way.
Well, what do you mean by that?
He's just dropping
I got
hints.
things to do, my own things. You got your own things to do with your own friends.
Robert?
You think that was so new and great what he was doing there? That was nothing.
We were just trying to help you.
I don't need no help. Other people respect what I do.
And I don't? I mean, you don't even know why I'm with you.
Bye.
I figured out. You are the missionary and I'm the native.
They just broke up for nothing. Well, he did see them all hugged up, and it's like, you come on now, don't let no dude be all up on you like that if we together. Fuck, I don't give a fuck who it is.
If we want to be fighting, man, these people would be running the other way.
Yo. You know what's good for you? Just shut up.
Wow.
Literally got them in a cage. That's barely even a holding cell. That's a cage.
This fool's busting us for dancing. Could you believe this?
I believe you better shut your damn mouth before I decide to leave you here.
Take my advice. You better nip that little attitude in the bud.
You better shut the fuck
That's
up.
heading for nowhere but trouble.
You're kind of young to be giving advice, aren't you? If my son
He's
says
like, I'm
he's
24 and a half
dancing,
years
that's what
old.
he's doing. And if you're going to arrest people for dancing, maybe you're the one who needs some advice. Because there are a lot worse things these kids could be doing than dancing. That I know.
Word.
Exactly. She had that mama moment. It's true though, man. So true.
Maybe I made a bad mistake, man. I mean, she's got this big performance of her, composition tonight. So she's, she's thinking about that.
Oh, man, we were always trying to change it.
You gotta love how this guy is not even saying excuse me so he can get past Ramo and Kenny. He's just walking behind them. Didn't walk around him or nothing. He's like, y'all gonna get me in this shot one way or another.
Man, that was just something I had to do. Be better when I start working day shifts. Night shifts interfere with my real work.
Oh, man, is that all you want to do? I mean, go bombing trains at night? Pushing a broom all day?
Man, why are you getting on my case?
You could tell Kenny's going through some shit because he's like, these two have a rapport with each other that the other characters don't.
Their tags are little black letters on little white cards of paper. My tags running in Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens right now. In every borough, on every line. It's 8 feet high and it's beautiful.
But what about tomorrow?
Tomorrow's a long way off, man.
Hmm.
When I'm writing trains, or when you're mixing sounds, making people dance, that's everything. We're alive. The white one.
I love that moment between those two as best friends because you know Ramo knew that Kenny was going through something, and sometimes when you have a like-minded friend and they're going through something, they do tend to like kind of shit on what it is you want to do because things aren't working out for them in that moment. But Ramo snapped Kenny back to reality and let him know, like, yo, this is what we do, man. This is what we live for, type of thing. So again, that's like, you don't get moments like that. And if they try to have moments like that, it's so much of the movie has passed that you don't give a shit about that it doesn't even matter when those moments happen.
There it is.
They finally brought a ladder this time. Listen, that's another. I'm gonna say this again. I'm not that friend. You wanna bomb a subway train? That's fine. I love that artwork that he's about to look at for the train. But I'm not about to help you bomb a subway car. You can FaceTime me and I'll be there some type of way. But nah. But that's the type of best friend Kenny was. Bless his heart.
Do that filling in red, okay? Will do.
Plus, all them goddamn fit. Listen, shout out to the artists out there, the graffiti artists, the ones that do it for the art, the ones that do it for the love of it, and don't just do it to just spray paint shit up and act stupid. I know it's people out there probably saying to themselves, well, it's a crime either way, but Oh, look at Spit creeping up like Gollum, dirty ass Gollum. I lost my whole train of thought. I don't even know what the hell I was saying, people. Now they had no type of, we got no type of time frame here because the burner's pretty much done. Like they got that whole side of the train done, and it seems like, you know, like only 2 seconds has passed.
Let's go to the other side. You got to be here. Ramo.
Ramo just blacked out at this point. Like what? Look, can we come back tomorrow? I did not say anything about this performance piece they keep cutting back to. This is a beautiful performance piece. I'm not gonna lie. And it gives more character to Tracy. When Tracy's on screen, you know, even when we first, not when we first see her, but when we first get introduced into her world, when they go into that auditorium, the whole vibe of the movie changes up. So you get a more graceful set of dances and dancers in the sequences with her. I think my dog would agree if y'all can hear him barking. Yo, I'm sorry, man. They keep saying that it's Dwayne Jones' birthday today, but is it? It says he was born on April 11th. It is February 2nd. And died July 22nd, 1988.
Spit!
Oh boy, Spit's like, I ain't do nothing. Spit, he I don't know exactly what he looks like. Whoo! As soon as that can would have damn near evaporated on that rail. And I get how angry Ramo was. It's like, I done finally caught this son of a bitch. I'm about to beat the brakes off of you for messing up my burners. You've been tagging on my burners since the beginning of this movie. Why would Kenny do the slip and fall horror movie thing? Look how tired out they are. And I'm definitely not fighting nobody on no goddamn train tracks. Y'all listen, cut it out. Sprayed him in his face with the can. That was always crazy to me. Oh, god damn it, man. I'm telling y'all, when I did not, the whole tone of this movie and the way things were going, I didn't even catch it when Ramo, you know, they give Ramo a speech where he's like, we're alive at the end of it. I never saw this moment coming as a kid when I saw this movie, man. So when Ramo died, I felt exactly how these characters did. I'm like, wait, the movie very well may be over for me at this point. But they keep it going. But it was just so fucking unexpected, like for Ramo, and then they kill off the character, the one character who's like a father and's got a girlfriend, and he was gonna make it. He was gonna make it, man. But this, like, I'm not sure if it was the first of its kind to start the trend of somebody dies in the movie, so we got to do it for him. We got to make it happen for him in the third act. But it was crazy, man. Like Ramo's gone. Probably one of the two most interesting characters in the entire movie. And it's not to say that other characters aren't interesting, but Kenny and Ramo were definitely special. Special characters in this film, man.
Kenny.
He's like, don't come around now. What you want?
Sorry I missed your concert.
That wasn't important.
I know what you mean.
She's like, I actually came because I've got another concert in 5 minutes I want you to come to.
I don't think that's so important.
But you're gonna do it, aren't you?
I don't know. I have an idea for something I could do. But I'm not sure how.
Can I help? Please?
That's a real one, fellas. If you like, especially in your darkest moments, man, we need that sometimes. She knew, like that moment right there would have broke me. Cause don't hug me when I'm mourning. Like
25 records, the City College Dancers, and a Bronx Gospel Choir. Man, do you realize what you're asking these people to do?
They'll do it.
They'll do it.
And I love how she believes in him.
But there is no way in hell that anybody's gonna let you turn New Year's Eve at Roxy into some kind of a funeral.
It's not gonna be a funeral. It's gonna be a celebration.
There you go.
Kenny, are you crazy?
That's one way that I feel like black people need, I mean, I'm not gonna say need to, but we need to do it more often. Look at funerals as homegoing celebrations as opposed to, it doesn't always have to be
okay, brother.
Awful. It's easier said than done, though. I listen. I get goosebumps. I got them now. Cause it's about to go down. This is one of the best sequences of all time. The moment that beat was coming on. Do y'all hear that? Do y'all feel that? Oh, God. Rah. Somebody going crazy on the scratch. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just gonna say it now. I get choked up every single time I watch this sequence play out. It's tough as nails, yo. It goes hard, but it's such a beautiful tribute they give to Ramo, especially when the pictures start popping up and like they show his dad finally went to go see his, some of his tags and shit. It's a lot. This is amazing, though. A better place to live. I'm jamming. Y'all know I am. Till I saw your face. Michelangelo soul controls your hand. And he's rapping. He rapping about his boy. He's sending him off right, man. Why oh why'd you have to go so soon? What you came here for? He said for twice, but we'll let you get away with it. Remote. Oh, this makes it even sadder. But the fact that Carmen's there, but they're showing when Carmen's she's leaving out of the apartment space. She's just a widow now, a single mother. It's sad, man. Beautiful sadness. That makes any sense. And this brought, I love this. Lee and this brought together the Bronx Rockers or the Rocksteady crew and the Beat Street Breakers. It unified them. He's like, all right, I'm tired. Take the microphone. Melly Mel. Remote. Whoa. I wonder if he knew that you know, one of his bandmates were gonna, his group members were gonna ignite a fire in their palm. Whole world on fire. Listen to the shit that he's saying though. Yo, why is it that rap lyrics in 1984 are still relevant in 2024? It's insane. My man in the back looks like he's like, are you doing Rufio cosplay or what? And the other group member got the MC Hammer, you know, the MC Hammer backup dancer hair, where the hair is so fluffy and it's so tall that it looks like it's gonna make you tip the fuck over. It's gonna make you fall forward. Carmen looked confused in the audience. She's like, I thought this was about Rainbow. What the fuck are you talking about? He dropping gems, man. 1980. The irony that 1984 raps still go harder than all of, like, I'm not gonna say all, but the majority of this new wave shit. Crazy. Forgot about the choir that's coming out. You already know he had to be extra. Yeah. This is the gospel version of Lil Jon. And they should have got the pastor from Don't Be a Menace, where he was like, nigga, go ahead and get the collection plate on that side. And Kenny stayed true to his promise, man. It is so, you know, movie or not, everybody needs a friend like Double K, man. Because how many people actually, I feel like, I'm sorry, man. A lot of times when people pass away, there are so many times where they're just forgotten. And I hate that. I hate it, man. I really do. Like, I feel like how many people honor their friends like this? I mean, you don't always have to get like the, you know, the the gospel choir and somebody igniting fire in their palm, but it's like, you know, it's a nice gesture to keep people remembered. My man, like, I know he's not playing the saxophone for real, but and my dumb ass, I was about to be like, people, is there a post-credit sequence here? They incorporated Tracy's song in the beat too. Sounds like a big payday for her. That should have been the post-credit sequence. Like, everybody settled in after this big celebration for Ramo, and Tracy tells Kenny, like, you know you owe me some money, right? Got the breakers on stage now. Amazing, man. I love that shot, how the camera's underneath the floor while they're spinning on it. Oh, they pulled out all the stops for these breakdance moments, because they doing shit that they didn't spin on their heads that long at the Roxy. They had to, though. They had to show out for my boy Ramo. Everybody going for it. I'm not gonna lie. While I love this, the pastor's Jerry curl is bothering me. Everybody doing that "We Are the World" sway. Oh, that was they brought Carmen on stage. It's beautiful, man. But where's the baby? That's the question. Where's the baby? Probably with Carmen's mom. We can only assume. What a beautiful, beautiful send-off they gave my man Ramo. Oh, we over? Oh yeah, because they're doing the credits now. It says Ray Don Chong, Guy Davis, Lee Kirkland. Oh, Lee Kirkland was actually the character's name. But people, we have reached the end of Beat Street. I can't even say we survived. I don't know what to say, but it was a different type of experience. Capping this off, man. This movie's a 10 out of 10 for me. I feel like this was a great way to start off Black History Month because I told myself I didn't want to do no struggle films for the most part. I didn't want to do, the basic hood movies. I did not want to do, movies where women are constantly struggling through the movies. I don't want to do the movies where, our stereotypes are being used against us and just, that's all they're doing. I did not want to do any struggle porn black cinema. And, struggle porn is the term that is used for those types of films. Granted, I watched some of them, and I definitely wasn't doing no slave shit. I wasn't doing 12 Years of a Slave Part 12. I'm not doing that. But I felt like this was a great way to jump it off. It's a product of its time. Came out in '84, but still has relevance today. Still culturally relevant. Still culturally impactful, man. This movie's just a 10. Like it's hip hop. I said this early on. It's hip hop. It's dance, different forms of dance. It's pop, it's R&B, it's graffiti, it's art, it's style. It has so much going for it that you can never remake this. And like I said, this movie crawled so other movies like You Got Served and things of that nature could walk, but you can never touch this. You could never remake this movie. I don't care who you get to you could get Stan Lathan to do this if Stan Lathan wanted to do it over again, but he's not going to be able to top himself. I just think that this movie is lightning in a bottle. It's straight up lightning in a bottle. It's got everything going for it. Like I said, I'm not big on, it's not really considered a musical. I don't know if y'all would classify it as that, but if so, it's one of the ones that I don't mind. I never mind watching this movie. I'm always in the mood for it. I don't really watch it a lot. If I do watch it, it's always the last sequence that we just got through. But the performances are what they are. But that I think that the way these characters are written, it makes me care about each and every single one of them. Every character has their own personality. Every character has something to do. Every character has a moment. Whether it's Luis taking pictures of the graffiti to put on clothes, whether it's Ramo being the main graffiti artist, whether it's Kenny doing what he does with the sounds, whether it's Lee doing what he does when he break dances. Even the new guy they brought in that they found banging on the pipes and shit with the bars, with the metal bars. He becomes the muscle and he becomes useful. I just love how unified these characters are written, man. And this is not, it's something that the character of the mom said, where she's like, these kids could have been out doing a lot more than just dancing. And that's true. You could have depicted a lot of these characters in the streets, selling drugs, gang banging. And I love that the gang war shit is addressed, but we leave it where it's at. We know that Kenny lost his brother out in the streets, man. But I don't know. It's something about the way this movie's put together that just works, and it's still relevant. It still hits home. Like I said, in a lot of movies, you don't give a fuck about the characters and their side stories or their interactions. But the characters get separate moments. Kenny's got Charlie, as a best friend and like a manager, but then he's got Ramo as his best friend, like as his day one. And then the fact to lose Ramo at the end of this movie was a hurt piece, but to bring it back around and make you remember what the movie was about with how they honored him is beautiful. You know, it was something so beautiful in that moment, that is hard to pull off in a movie like that. It's hard to bounce back from killing off one of your main fucking characters that late into the movie, but this pulls it off in spades, man. So big shout out to Stan Lathan for directing a classic for the culture, man. A classic for multiple different genres out here. And got to shout out Steven Yeager, Andrew Davis, and David Gilbert on the script. They did a good job. And, you know, 3 people on something like this, I feel like that had to happen, because you could have had somebody handling the hip hop, somebody handling the art, the dance. Then you could have had somebody that was handling the character bits. It was so many pieces that were put together for this movie, and it all just came full circle. It all came together. So big shout out, 10 out of 10 for me. Shout out to Ray Donchon and Guy Davis and John Chardiet. I hope I'm saying that. Leon W. Grant. Shout out to Mary Alice and Tanya Pinkins. Everybody that was involved in the making of this classic movie, man. But yeah, people, y'all already know where to go. And if y'all don't, y'all can follow the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Breaker, Radio Public, Podbean, and Podcast Addict. Shout out Spotify for podcasters. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, Romero Tudor. Shout out to the Facebook movie group, The Cinemaniacs. And last but certainly not least, shout out to the Tudor reviewers, the listeners, the lovers, the supporters out there. And I think that Lion, the MGM Lion, shares the same sentiment as me, because when I was shouting out the Tudor reviewers, listeners, lovers, supporters out there, y'all heard me. Or y'all heard him, rather. He backed me up on that notion, man. We got more, lots and lots more commentary coming for Black History Month. I told myself I did not want to do any more themed months, but this seemed mandatory. This seemed proper. It's only right. One quick announcement, people. Shout out to my boy Johnny Zuko. He actually sent me a message while I was recording. I didn't want to lose my train of thought, though. We will be changing our streaming date for RNZ Live this month. We're going to be changing it to, instead of Wednesdays at 4 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll be doing it Tuesdays at the same time. And we'll still be dropping our episodes on Sundays. And, you know, just giving you guys the heads up. But thank you to everybody that's been, you know, the day ones, the new people who have been tuning in, whoever you may be. We appreciate y'all, but just letting everybody know we're moving our streaming day from Wednesday to Tuesdays from here on out. It was between that and I think Sunday and Monday or something like that. But I don't know what the fuck I was about to say, people. I just completely lost my train of thought. Too much music, too much art for one sitting, man. Not that it was overwhelming, but this was a good one. I can't wait to get this out to y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed listening to this. This was roughly 2 hours long, man, but y'all already know the love and support y'all show me, I show it back to y'all tenfold and then some. So with that being said, people, yours truly, Romero Tudor. Another episode of Tudor Reviews in the can. I'll check y'all on the next one.